Hello everyone, Abel in Vegas here, and today we're going to look into a new TCG that I just received my box for, and this is called the Sacred Legacy. This is the Early Believers Bundle. It is a premium collectible cards inspired by the New Testament of the Bible, and this has here the New Testament core set. Before we get into the box, as in purchasing the Early Believers bundle, we also received this card holder, which has the Sacred Legacy logo embroidered, and it has a golden zipper. And then this is where you would add your collection. So this is a pretty cool card binder. So let's get into the cards here. On the side here, I have Sacred Legacy, Early Believer Bundle. On the back, you can see here, it says the Bible Reimagined. It says, this Sacred Legacy Early Believers Bundle invites you to engage with the gospel in a way that both meaningful and memorable. Start your collection here with 96 cards from the core set, plus exclusive contents. So we have 8 Sacred Legacy booster packs. We have the exclusive Early Believer Bundle Jesus card, one of 5 alternate art cards to collect, a collector's guide booklet, 4 card dividers, and a double-sided A3 poster. So let's rip it open and let's see what we get. So here is the poster. Then you have a collector's guide. It says a collectible journey of the life of Jesus. Here's a glimpse of some of the cards in the artwork. The card anatomy. The card list, or the checklist. And then the product lineup. So they have booster packs, they have booster box, and they have a collector box. Here are the dividers. So then the card that I got here, it's a special card, says the Crowning of Thorns. So it's a refractor card. It says Matthew 20, chapter 27, verse 29. They braided a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and a reed on his right hand, and they kneeled down before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews. And then here's the back of the card. And then here's one of the special, the Jesus of Nazareth, the chosen one. So this is the unique card that's available only on this Early Believers bundle. There's the back. And then here's our boosters. So let's get opening and see what these cards look like. So it says more to discover. So I'm going to leave that there if you guys want to scan the QR code and look more into so our first card here, this is the 10 lepers. So there's text here, says lesson in gratitude. And then there's the Bible verse, says Luke 17:14-18. It says, when he saw them, he said to them, go and show yourselves to the priest. As they went, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, glorifying God with a loud voice. He fell on his face at Jesus' feet, giving him thanks. And when he was a Samaritan, Jesus answered, weren't the 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? Were there none found who returned to give glory to God, except this foreigner? Then we have here, Jesus arrives in Bethany. Zacchaeus. Jesus anointed at Bethany. Jesus and the widow's offering. The washing of the feet. Jesus' prayer for his disciples. Jesus' prayer in Gethsemane. The agony in the garden. Jesus' betrayal and arrest. Jesus before Pilate. And then this one is the ascension of Jesus. So this is a foil. And this is from Acts chapter 1, verses 9-11. And then, oh yeah. So I don't know if it's going to come out on the screen here, but there's a texture on the back of these cards that looks very nice. All right, let's go on to the next pack. So there's 12 cards per pack. So Simon of Cyrene, Joseph of Arimathea, Jesus appears to the disciples, Elizabeth, Joseph, the 3 wise men, Peter, the scourging at the pillar, Jesus carries his cross, Peter's denial of Jesus, the death of Jesus, and then Mary with baby Jesus is our foil. So again, I'm sure these foil cards are going to be the chase cards. As you can see, I don't know if it's going to come across on the camera, but there's like a gold etching on here as well. The beloved disciple John, James, son of Zebedee, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, the burial of Jesus, Jesus appears to Mary Magdalene, Jesus appears to Thomas, the road to Emmaus, and then our foil is the nativity of Jesus. James, son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, son of James, Simon, Judas, Jesus and the fishermen, Jesus clears the temple, Nicodemus, the Great Commission, the Pentecost, the Annunciation, the Visitation, and then our foil is the Baptism of Jesus. Next pack. Encounter at the Well, the Sermon on the Mount, the Paralyzed Man, the Centurion, Jesus heals Jairus' daughter, Parable of the Mustard Seed, the Healing of the Blind Man, Mary, Mother of Jesus, the Presentation, Jesus found in the temple, John the Baptist, and our foil is the Temptation of Jesus. We have the Samaritan woman, the Sermon on the Mount, the Paralyzed Man, the Centurion, Jesus heals Jairus' daughter, Parable of the Mustard Seed, Healing of the Blind Man, Mary Magdalene, Jesus heals the demon, Parable of the Sower, Peter's Confession of Christ, and then our foil is Jesus feeds the 5,000. All right, 2 more packs. Jesus clears the temple, Nicodemus, the Samaritan woman, Parable of the Mustard Seed, so a lot of repeats, Parable of the Unforgiving Servant, the Visitation, Mary, Mother of Jesus, Pentecost, the Annunciation, and here we have the Ascension of Jesus, lifted into heaven. I think this is one of the special alt cards. Because this one has no text in the foil as compared to these. So these are even shorter printed than these regular foils, so very nice. All right, our final pack. Sermon, Paralyzed Man, Elizabeth, Jesus and the Children, the Rich Young Ruler, Parable of the Workers, Parable of Talents, the Presentation, the Visitation, Jesus found in the temple, Mary, Mother of Jesus, and then we have another alternate art. So this is Mary with baby Jesus. So there you go. Fun little game. I know it's more Christian versus Catholic, version of the Bible, but I think it's still a great, cool game, and awesome cards that help us grow in our Christian faith and at least be able to play a game that revolves around diving deeper into the Bible. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thanks guys for watching, and catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Some of my cards are available for purchase on Check Out My Cards. Follow my collecting adventure on Instagram and Twitter. Links are available in the description below. Support my YouTube journey by clicking on the subscribe button and turning on the notifications. Catch you on the next one.